Hello everyone! Welcome back to Ramz tutorial. If you are new here in my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're updated in our latest tutorials. So today guys, we're going to discuss different topics. So welcome back again to Ramz tutorial! Here we go guys! Welcome back to Ramz tutorial. Today's video we're going to discuss about direct and indirect objects, or what is the difference about this. Remember, or actually, there are three kinds of objects in English grammar. The following are direct and indirect objects, or object of prepositions. But we are going to tackle about direct and indirect objects. The difference about the two of these. The first is direct object. Direct object means is a noun or pronoun that receives the actions of the sentence. Meaning to say, direct object is the receiver of the actions. Examples: I hug him well, all my might. We are going to underline actually him. Okay? Who hug him? With all my might. I. Okay? Swan. Second, Laika loves traveling to South Africa. Who loves traveling to South Africa? It's Laika, right? Okay, so traveling to South Africa. Okay, it talks about who did it. It's Laika, right? He really loves traveling to South Africa. Going back to number one, I hug him with all my might. Who hug him? I. Okay, that means to see I is the doer of the actions, the receiver of the actions. Him will all my might. Okay, him is the receiver of the actions. In seconds, traveling to South Africa. That's Laika. Second object, we have indirect object. It identifies the person, thing for whom what the actions of the verb is performed. It's usually a person or thing. Okay? That means to say indirect object class, talking about the indirect object, that means to say it's subject plus verb. That is indirect object. Actually identifies person, thing, or what the action of the verb is being performed. So for examples, try to check our examples. LeBron built Missy a house. Who built Missy a house? Okay, who built Missy a house? It's LeBron, right? Okay. 2. Paul threw Jerick the ball. Who threw Jerick the ball? It's Paul, okay? That's indirect object identifies the person, thing. That's our examples for indirect objects, which is 1 and 2. Okay, number 1, it's referring to a house. 2, it's referring to the ball. Who threw Jerick, which is answerable by Paul. Who built Missy a house, it's answerable by LeBron. That's indirect object, guys, in distinguishing what we call the following examples. Okay, so for example, another example for number 2 is that the house is what we call the direct object, but LeBron bought Missy a house. Okay, so something you are going to answer, LeBron bought a house for whom? So the indirect object here is Missy is indirect object. For second, Paul threw Jerick the ball. Okay, note if you asked to answer the questions, you're going to find the direct and indirect objects. Okay, so means to say the receiver of the direct object is what is Paul? What is that Paul being thrown? Okay, to Jerick. So the answer, he threw Jerick the ball. Okay, who receives the ball? It's Jerick. Did you understand, guys? That is what we call an indirect object. Here we go. Let us proceed to our motivation process. Okay, our motivation process, guys, we're going to decide whether the words in underline are direct object or indirect objects. Okay, we can write IO for indirect object. Okay, DO for direct object. So let's have first number 1. She sent her friend an email. Okay, the underlined word here, her friend. Is that indirect object or direct object? So we're going to write here, guys. So instead of writing the word whole indirect object, we can write is I O. That means to say indirect object. Number 2, Melvin will help you with your homework. To underline the word you. Is that direct object or indirect object? Okay, I'm going to write now so we can make it short form class by writing D and O. That means to say indirect object or direct object for DO. Third, he gave them a bag full of money. Wow, it's amazing. So them is our underlined word. What them is that? Is that direct or indirect object? We're going to write I O. Why class? Because IO is indirect object, stands for indirect objects. 4. I need your help. I need your help. Okay, the underlined word here is your help. So what particular words is that for number 4? This is D O, direct object. Michelle offered here a flower. This is number 5, guys. Okay, in our sentence number 5, we have Michelle offered here a flower. A flower is the word being underlined. Okay, is that indirect object or direct object? Number 5. Okay, you guys are finished. Okay, I'm going to write my answer. Direct object, DO. 6. My father bought us a new house and lot. That's amazing. The underlined word is asked. Is that indirect or direct object? Number 6. Okay, remember, guys, when we choose indirect object, that means to say indirect objects, it identifies the person, thing, whom or what actions of the verb is performed. It's usually a person or thing. 7. Miguel sold me his laptop. The underlined word is his laptop. Is it direct object or indirect object? That was number 7. Okay, when we said direct object, that means to say, guys, this sentence or these words, the underlined words, is a noun or pronoun that receives the actions. Okay, who receives the action number 7? That's Miguel. Okay, he really sold his laptop. 8. I wish you good luck. I wish you good luck. The underlined word is you. Okay, so what is the answer? Indirect object or direct object? Our answer for number 8 is the U is being identified as indirect object. 9. My family loves traveling to Europe. The underlined word is loves traveling to Europe. Is that direct object or indirect object? Okay, we're going to write direct object, which is DO. Next, are you giving the phone to Leia? Are you giving the phone to Leia? The underlined word is Leia. Is it direct object or indirect object? So we chose I O. That means to say indirect object, guys. Okay, it identifies a person, thing. Again, direct objects is refers to noun or pronoun that receives the actions. Okay, Whereas indirect objects, it identifies the person, thing, or whom what the actions of the verb is performed. It's usually a person or a thing. Okay, going back to direct object is a noun or a pronoun that receives the actions of the sentence. Okay, which means it's receiver the actions. Okay, that is direct object and indirect objects also. Okay, so remember, my dear students, we actually discussed about indirect and indirect objects, direct and indirect objects rather. Okay, for you to be able to learn a lot out of English grammar motivations, out of this topic. Actually, there are three kinds of object in English grammar, but we actually discuss two in order to avoid confusing. Okay, so if you have any questions or suggestions regarding our topic, so don't forget to write your comments or suggestions in our comment suggestions box below rather. Okay, don't forget to subscribe Ramz tutorial blog for more updates to our videos, our latest video tutorial. Okay, hope to see you guys in our next video tutorial. Thank you and God bless us and mabuhay.